Friday morning, weekly weigh-in time. Um, I will say this is in the last week I've actually fasted for 24 hours 3 times. I've committed to doing a 5-2 program. It's something I learned in this book that I'm reading, where I eat 5 days a week and 2 days a week I fast. But as I said, I'm not necessarily doing this. I'm definitely not doing this with the intention of starving myself. It really is just about understanding my blood chemistry from reading the obesity code and just recognizing that this is a step that I likely need to take to fight insulin resistance, which is basically leading to our body desiring to have a body weight somewhere in the ballpark of 300 to 320. So I don't fast for the purpose of starving myself. I really fast because I'm trying to change my blood chemistry. And so I need extended periods of low insulin levels to basically combat the insulin resistance. So I've committed to doing it 2 days a week. I happened to do it last week after I weighed myself. So I've had basically 3 days of a 24-hour fast in the last week, but I don't starve myself. I think I had maybe somewhere in the ballpark of 1,500 calories for dinner last night. No junk. I had a yogurt with some blueberry flax mixed in, and then I have these meals that I get from my meal prep service. They're all organic, very lean, very low carb. Each of those was 500, so I had 2 of those. I typically have one for lunch and one for dinner, just recognizing that my body needs protein and needs nutrients. So didn't have any junk food, but I had the yogurt with the blueberry flax, which is about 400 or 500 calories, and then the 2 meals. So all in all, I think I had somewhere in the ballpark of somewhere between 1,000 to 1,200 calories, which is still lower than the 2,500 to 3,000 a day I do, but just making the point that I'm not starving myself. Like, I didn't have a glass of water with lemon and a slice of wheat bread for dinner. Like, I do eat on the days where I fast. I'm not looking to starve myself, but curious to see what my results will be. I've been working out. Yesterday was actually the first time I worked out on a day I fasted. I did a 30-minute bike ride and I did a 30-minute run, but I stay in zone 2, so those aren't particularly taxing. But let's get on the scale and see where I'm at. So just got off the scale, have not looked at the results, so let's check out where I am. So looks like I've come down a pound in the last week. Set the memory. See, it was 266 and now 265. BMI down a 1/10 of a point, so 30.1. Obese is defined as, clinically obese is a BMI of 30 or higher. So I'm coming up on getting into the overweight category. So close to that. This is a big hurdle for me, just FYI. Body fat, continue memory. This looks like it's come down a 1/2 point, which seems excessive, but we'll rock with it. It's not a 2-3 point change like I've seen at some points. So 34%. Body muscle looks like it's come up 0.3 of a point. I mean, those move almost inversely, body fat and body muscle. And then visceral fat, still at 13. This is an important one. This is the fat that's around the organs, which is deemed the most harmful to the body. So that's definitely something I want to get way, way down. Would have been curious to see what this was when I was 340. This range goes from 1 to 30 on this scale. So continuing to see modest declines. As you can see, it's just getting very, very difficult to make progress. I've worked out, I've fasted 3 times for 24 hours in the last week, and I shed a pound. And this is why I'm not setting any timelines. I know I'm 100% invested in this. My diet has been fantastic. I've been very much on my workouts, and it's just gonna get slower and slower the lighter I get. Reading the obesity code has just really given me a new take on this, and just understanding my body does not want the weight to drop, because I'm sure had I kept the calorie mentality and seeing all the calories I've burned and seeing that I've fasted for 24 hours 3 times in the last week, and in those days I don't think I took in more than 1,500 calories. You would have projected a much larger loss. I would have come into this expecting 3-4 pounds off, and that didn't happen. And I didn't come in with the expectation. I come in the expectation now, whatever happens, happens. I do fight myself on just keeping my expectations modest, and I really try to focus on my effort and judging myself in terms of success or failure on how is my diet, am I working out, am I lifting, am I running, am I biking, am I doing everything I need to do to be successful versus just the scale. And I'm definitely happy with where I'm at, and I think that book was very helpful in terms of having more measured expectations on what the drop is going to be. Because I did step on a scale hoping, I fasted 3 times in the last 8 days, maybe it's going to be like 261. No lie, I did hope something crazy like that would happen. It didn't, but I'm taking each gain as a positive. It is a little scary to thought that I fasted 3 times in a week and I saw 1 pound come off. I've worked out, I've lifted, I've eaten well. So it's a little scary because I'm just like, man, it is really taking a Herculean effort to see some movement. And the book I'm reading now on fasting says my body will adjust to this. It's not a situation where it's going to just continue to drop pounds. So I'm calibrating my metabolism to know that 2 days a week, I don't get food. So, this is a little scary, but I'm committed to seeing this through. I'm going to experiment with stuff and see what works and what doesn't, but I haven't gotten a ton of movement from fasting, and they've said that most of the time when you fast, you put the weight back on. A lot of what you lose is water weight, and a lot of what you lose is glycogen stores. This is basically glucose stores in the body. It's not body fat, so I'm very conscious of that, and it's why I can come in with measured expectations. And if I were to do something crazy like a 7-day fast, they've said most of that weight will come back on within a matter of a week or 2 when you resume regular eating. So I'm just going to continue to work at this, but 265, lowest I've been since 2013, and anytime I go lower, I can say that, and it's something I'm always proud of. And I'm just going to keep marching towards my goal. So no weekly weigh-in next week. I'm taking next week off. My body is super tired. My legs are super duper sore. I'm going to get through my full 3-day routine in terms of lifting. So I'm going to do shoulders and legs today, and then I'm going to do biceps and triceps either Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to do my 2-hour run tomorrow. I'm going to do my bike Sunday morning, and then I'm taking the following week off just to rest. I've really been killing myself, and I'm going to take a rest, and I am going to relax on my diet some, and this is something I've read from the books as well. You're going to take vacations, you're going to need breaks, you're going to need time to just unwind, because after this week, the next time I'm taking even a day off is the week of Thanksgiving. So, about 3 straight months with no break, and it's going to be very busy at work, and I'm going to continue working out, I'm going to continue being a husband and a father. And so I'm going to really try to get the most out of this break, because I know I'm coming back to just a very hectic situation. So no weekly weigh-in next week. Probably won't be any videos after this weekend, but rest assured, I'm not losing discipline. I'm just resting. My legs are just constantly sore from all the running, all the lifting, biking, squatting, every hour on the hour. So just going to give my body a break, but I'll be back the week after. Fareed Fitness signing off.